and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's
almost
time!
What up? You already know what it is. You see me. John Snow collection. Let's fall out now. You know what I'm saying? Get yours now. I'm Cornbread 217, and this is It's Almost Time podcast, where we talk about what happened either in fight night or, you know, the pay-per-view the night before. So we're going to have in the blue corner, my man and yours, the saucy one, A1. And then we got in the other corner, resident hater, Paul Bunyan, man. And because he got bunions, not because his last name's Bunyan. His last name's something else like Wilkerson or something, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. You don't got to quote me on that. But
Basically,
what's going on, y'all?
There we go. Well, first and foremost, I had to get myself in the red corner because the red corner is the best corner. Like,
Word up.
just like, you know, if we blood and Crippen, I guess I'm a blood because, you know.
Word
I just went to where the ref said I was. My bad.
It's all good.
It ain't nothing. Ain't nothing at all. Take it away, dog.
And I mean, we kind of been messing with the format lately, Mr. Breddington. If you weren't aware, we I know for the most part to start out our formula, we had been just running bottom to top. We was going prelims up to main event, but these last couple, we just kind of been jumping right into the meat and potatoes of the thing. And I say let's just keep running with it because last night, this card overall, I'll start there by saying this card overall, this is kind of what you sometimes get when you get these Fight Night Lives. Wasn't like spectacular, wasn't like anything that you was gonna write home about, but you got some hidden gems. You had some decent moments, some good fights. But this is why they're doing them on ESPN Plus and not pay-per-view, because these fighters aren't quite capable yet of carrying a card and you know, people feeling justified paying, well, I guess now, you know, $70-$80 per card at this point, which
right.
We all know it's only going up from here. It's how they work. But the main event really was a fucking treat. Like, to having it almost be done in the first, you know, 120 seconds of the fight to the momentum just shifting from the second round on, what was crazy to see. And this is why Edson Barboza is a future Hall of Famer if he's not already a Hall of Famer. This is what it is to be legendary and to be elite in this sport. Like, I didn't hear 100% every piece of information or advice that was given between the corners, but I know one thing for sure, that Edson Barboza trusted his corner and Yusuff did not.
Word up.
And it shows, because if I remember right, Barboza's corner in between round 1 and 2 said, hey, you just seen the best of what Yusuff is going to be able to give you, the best, and you're here, so let's move past that and let's get this. And he was right, because man, second round was a little bit more even, and I think it only looked more even because that first round was basically a 10-8 round. Like, judges, take notes. That's what a 10-8 round is.
Yeah.
Like, it could have been finished, and credit to Herb Dean for knowing Barboza and letting him fight through it, because Barboza's been in there before. If Barboza's not sleeping, don't stop it.
Right.
Because he might figure something out, and he did, because Saduk, after the first round, and maybe he blew his wad, but just did not look the same. He was still in the fight. It wasn't like it was completely lopsided, but anybody watching, I give Barboza all the credit in the world.
Word up. That's what's up.
Your thoughts?
No. And I mean, Edson did his thing. You know what I'm saying? Like,
This is what
yeah, you pretty much said everything I was gonna say. Like, yeah, he didn't trust his corner. Sadiq didn't really trust his corner. Edson went in there and kind of like made some adjustments after the first round and was just climbing. You know what I'm saying?
And then I think what was it, the third round that Barboza had the spinning head kick and almost took
Oh yeah,
out.
that's one of his
Signature move.
signature moves, fam. That's his sweet chin music.
Yes,
You
yes.
feel me?
If he was Shawn Michaels.
Word up.
Hold up. All right, I'll be right back.
You good? I understand. I got dogs too. You probably hear them in all the shows. You know what I mean? Dogs gonna do dog shit, like sniff your crotch and fetch and try to get damn food all the time. But no, I honestly, so I watched up to a certain point and like I had been out all day yesterday, so I was like in and out of the fights, and I kind of saw the last of the Barboza. I wanted to see the Jennifer Maya and Viviane Arujau, but it looks like that went to a decision. Did you check that one out at all?
I dipped out right after the Adrian Yanez fight because one of my buddies was fighting on Caged Aggression, and that card was starting about that time, so I've flipped over to the Caged Aggression card at that time.
How he do, man?
Shout out to Noah. He got the decision win.
Okay.
It was a split decision, but it should be unanimous. One of the judges was out of his fucking mind. I don't know which one it is, but
what what was his name again?
Noah Harrell.
Noah Harrell.
Yep.
Shout out, man.
Yes, sir. Shout out to the humble beast.
Word up. That's what's up. No, yeah. But yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. Like part of it though, too. So I started watching, I'm trying to look right now. So I came in as Chris Gutierrez was getting the decision. So I saw the Melissa Dixon fight. That was decent. She kind of like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know what to think about the British fighters because like only because one, a lot of them come from like K1 or like a specific art type of, like it'll be like a judo champion or a Muay Thai champion or something, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Usually in those regards, and they're like usually undefeated and doing their thing over there, and it's like, okay, I respect that, that's cool, you know what I'm saying? But then they get over here and it's like, I don't know if it's just because it's the UFC or, you know what I'm saying, if people in UFC are just built different than everywhere else. Not saying anywhere else doesn't have a good league, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
But it's like, it just seems like the caliber of fighter may be different. So like she went in there and like even on the book, she was supposed to like go in there and dog walk this girl and like did like was probably a half a step above her, and like that's how she edged her out, but really didn't. I don't feel like she did anything that was like, you know what I mean? Because Bisbing was on her ass. Like, you know what I mean? Like, and I'm sitting here like, okay, she's cool. She got a couple hands and definitely some like grappling and takedown stuff, you know what I mean? But she was getting pieced up just as much as the other girl, you know what I mean? And so, and then there was somebody else that came in and she was like, what, like from Ukraine, not Ukraine, but somewhere over there. And she was like undefeated in Muay Thai and like ended up like getting TKO'd, you know what I mean? And so I'm just like, yeah, I'm not because I don't even know how Leon snuck past us, G. Like, if we're you know what I mean?
Right. He just came out of.
Yeah. But, and not to say again that they don't have cold fighters. I like Dudley in Street Fighter 3. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's my man. But like, I don't know. You feel me?
Yeah.
But yeah, no, So yeah, the 2 fights before that and that one was all decisions. Now your boy Terrence, Chi-Town T-Rex McKinney though. Just dog, did you see that one?
Yes.
Oh my God.
That knee. I thought he was
Bro.
going to get a world record knockout for a second.
Yeah. And they said it too. So because what did he kind of like jab, missed the straight, but like grabbed him off of it and then hit
Yep.
that knee.
Yep.
And
Right on the
dude,
chin.
he was like knocked out as soon as he got hit. And when he hit the ground, he woke back up, Nick. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Sorry, what did you say? My kid was talking.
No, you good. I was saying that like he knocked him out with the knee, like standing, and he fell back and hit the ground, and you seen him come back like, what the fuck? I'm on the ground. Like it was the weirdest shit.
Yeah, it was pretty weird. It didn't take too many punches after. Crazy. 20 seconds. Wow.
Right, yeah.
And they said that was his 5th fastest. I want to know what his fastest one is.
I want to say his last 3 have been in the 5 fastest.
Probably.
I want to say he slept the last person like that. Like he just hit him and dude just crumpled. He didn't even go in for another hit.
Oh shit, he does have the fastest knockout in the division history. 7 seconds, he knocked out Matt Frivola.
Damn.
And I'm back.
Yo. So we was just talking about, so what you missed is, I guess Paul got a homie that was fighting in the what did you say?
Oh yeah, what's his name again? I actually follow him.
Noah Harrell, Caged Aggression.
Yep.
Aggression.
I saw that you had followed him, and or maybe I just seen you would interact with the page, and I was like, oh, okay, yeah, this dude's an up and coming fighter. I'm gonna follow him, and yeah, no, I showed some love on the post and everything.
Hell
like,
yeah.
no, he's doing his thing.
Yeah, I kind of like run his Facebook page for him, and I was sitting there fucking recording the whole pay-per-view, and I fucking posted that soon. He opened his phone to see the video already posted.
Nice.
That's what's up.
That is what's up.
Yeah, but then we was talking about because I went to the prelims because I said when I came in, it was when they were calling Gutierrez for the decision, and then
that was a decent fight too.
Yeah, I didn't see that.
Yeah, Gutierrez and
Chris Gutierrez and Alatanelli.
Alateng Lee or something like that.
Alateng Lee.
Yeah. Yeah, he's a Chinese fighter. But
Okay.
that fight, I know you said you didn't get to catch it, but that fight was pretty decent too. Alateng Ali wanted to he basically is a boxer.
Yeah.
and it's in the hand. So he was just trying to get in close space to put some power on Gutierrez, and Gutierrez just basically kept him at kicking range for 15 minutes and got a unanimous decision. Looked really good in doing it. Alateng Ali actually, I think, was able to get 2 takedowns and caught him with a couple strikes. But yeah, Gutierrez definitely did more and won that fight.
Word. And then I was talking about how like they got all these undefeated British fighters, females coming, and like
You talking Melissa Dixon?
Yeah, and being like, oh, that like this person is phenomenal, and you know, they asked me, was I commentating, and I was like, yes. They was like, look out for Melissa Dixon, she's cold. And it's like the last 2 females from England that I seen go in there did not impress me.
Yeah. Well, did you run the Dixon fight back at all?
No, that's the one that was after the Gutierrez. That's the first one I actually watched.
You didn't mess with that one?
No, I mean the fight was cool, but like the way they were talking her up was like she was finna go in there and like implement some shit that a lot of females can't mess with. And she went in there and was basically half a step ahead of the other chick.
Alexieva?
Yeah.
Russian Ronda?
Yeah.
Nah, it was kind of funny because I was doing my homework this week, and one of my experts was picking Alexieva, and I get why, because she got some power, and she was on I think it was like a 2-fight win streak anyways, and coming into the UFC. She's got her damn face upholstered to her post-fight win picture, fucking stickered onto her Mercedes Benz.
Yeah,
like got a wrap. She's got a wrap on her hood, of herself, and that's Russian as fuck.
Yeah.
But I for whatever reason, I've heard a lot of good things about Dixon, and I've kind of chalked it up, especially with these British or English fighters, that when they're really selling them, you gotta do the reverse spinal tap, because they have it on 11. They trying to oversell this bitch, and you kind of got to turn them back down to like an 8 or a 7 in your head, and understand that they really pushing this in their English and British markets. They want them.
And that's fine. And I said that too, because I was like, man, you like she did that, and like it was okay, you know what I'm saying?
Well, and I have the wherewithal. I'll give her credit.
But hold on, I was like, and to prove my point, basically Leon snuck up on us.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
They undersold Leon to an extent. Like you didn't know.
They did, but kinda. You know what I'm saying? I'm still not sold on them. Like, because you won the first one. The second one, you was getting fucking dog walked until you caught the kick, which it happens. You know what I'm saying?
And I'll give him the third one.
And like, but you ain't did shit since you had the fucking shit again. Because it's like either or nigga, you scared.
No, they're trying to make him fight Colby, and he doesn't want to give Colby the opportunity.
And I get that, and this is one of the few times I kind of get like because we had a conversation in group chat where Paul's like, how come when anybody is not taking a fight, everybody's reaction is they're scared or it's fear? And I'm like, because it's the fight business. Like, this is how it's perceived. Like, if you get an offer to fight and you're a fighter and you don't fight, you might be scared. Like that's just the natural conclusion to make, and I get it. But with Leon, this is one of the few that I get. Like, if I was in that position, especially the non-activity of Covington, I'd be the last person I'd want to give a shot to or want to fight, regardless if I thought I could beat him or not. Like, has he earned it? No. But being in Leon's spot too, I mean, if he hasn't earned it and he's a bum and you're the true champ, you should have no problem walking this dude, right?
Well, I have a counter to that, because after everything was said and done with the Islam do Bronx fight, I think they purposely did some shit to where he's like, because he was like, no, I'm cool on fighting Volk, right? And it was like, all right, fight this nigga then. Blah, 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 blah. Actually, 10 days notice you gonna fight Volk again. You know what I'm saying? Why don't they just do that with Leon and Kobe?
I think they already announced it, didn't they? Yeah.
Well, yeah, no, it is announced. It's for, I think, the December card. The final pay-per-view.
What, Leon?
Yeah, Leon and Kobe,
yeah.
Oh, well, there you go.
And the thing that I dislike about Leon, like, if you only trying to fight twice a year, that's for the birds. You should minimal of at least 3 times, in my opinion, if you a champ, like every 4 months. But maybe I'm asking for too much. Maybe we got spoiled with Izzy, and now from the sound of it, Izzy's probably taking a break. Dana's also on record too, by the way, as saying that the winner of Chimaev and Usman gets a shot at Strickland. And anybody who likes the fight game and wants to know the future before it happens, you need to follow one of the most entertaining figures in sports entertainment history when it comes to the UFC, the man who is undefeated in the streets, Chael Sonnen, because he called this 2-3 weeks ago. And it was still when it was Costa and Chimaev. But Sonnen said, mark my words, they are going to sell that co-main event at Abu Dhabi as the winner gets a title shot. And then he was right. He knows this business very well. I got to give him credit because he called it.
He also said ever since they announced that the Charles Oliveira versus Islam will not happen.
No, he said that Oliveira would not fight. He did.
That's what he said. He said Oliveira versus Islam would not happen specifically, and it's not happening because Oliveira's out.
Yep. No, and this was before they even officially signed. This is when they were still negotiating to get him to sign the contracts back 2-3 months ago.
Because Charles kept saying he didn't want the fight, and they just
no, he knew. Like again, Sonnen knows how to read fighters,
right?
Yeah.
And Oliveira didn't want that smoke, and like I don't know, maybe he just is off, and he needs to maybe get his confidence back. But you'd think after what he did to Dariush that he'd think he was ready. Also, real quick before we move away from it, I was kind of impressed with Melissa Dixon's performance though against Irina Alekseeva. Just the fact that in that first round she got rocked, and I mean rocked. It was a very loopy shot, but then Irina threw a little 1-2, and with that power coming straight down the pipes. When she laid her down, I thought it was about done.
That's what I'm saying. There's somebody that's undefeated shouldn't be getting rocked.
I mean, but undefeated outside of the UFC. They're
Right.
you know that.
So what I'm saying is, again, therein is it that this UFC caliber niggas is just that?
Yeah.
Compared to everywhere else?
Yeah.
And it's a big show?
I think so.
Okay.
I think a lot of it, but you also got to factor in that, yeah, she did get rocked, she did get dropped, but then what happened? She recovered, she pulled guard, she got through it, and she turned the fight around and outpointed her.
So she went from being a step behind to a half a step above.
Yep.
Yeah, and getting a unanimous decision.
Yep.
Bravo.
I bet if anybody,
that's as impressive as fucking Josephine Newts and winning in Contender Series, not getting a contract, and then fighting 3 weeks later in UFC. That's the same fucking shit.
Hell yeah, you don't have to.
And motherfuckers had shit to say about her. You know what I'm saying? I said the only bitch from that area that I'm fucking with is my bitch Joanne, fam, from Scotland. That's who I'm riding with right now.
No, and I don't blame you, man. I really don't blame you.
And not to say that, you know, like, because again, everybody got their day, and I'm not saying, oh, fuck that bitch. Like, I'm not fucking, no. It's never that. You know, I just said I didn't see anything to make me be like, oh, okay, I'm gonna look out for this bitch next time.
Yeah.
Also, let it be known that this #1 contenders fight that's about to happen for 185 is between two unranked fighters. So let's remember that when we're trying to act like the rankings are important.
Oh no, rankings don't matter. They implemented those back in the days to again sell fights and cause storylines. You know,
wait, Usman's not ranked?
This is number 5.
Not at 185.
Yeah, neither is Hamzat. Neither one of them is ranked at middleweight.
Oh, at Izzy's weight. My bad. My fault.
Strickland's weight.
Yeah, right.
But that also goes to show you that 185 is one of the weaker divisions, that you're going to have a ranked person from the weight class below come in and fight another ranked person from the weight class below, and you're going to give the winner that possibly a title shot.
It's also good matchmaking, though. Better than giving them a bunch of cans to crush just so they can get into the rankings when they're already that good.
And at that point, though, they're not going to give them cans. With them being a named fighter like Usman and Hamzat, they're getting somebody with a number for sure.
Oh, right. They're going to give them cans. They'll give them Africans, Jamaicans, and Puerto Ricans, man. You feel me?
I was like, "What? Where's he going with this?" Okay. Hey, blinked and you might have missed it though. 20-second knockout.
Yeah, and so that's what I was bringing you up to. We was on that as you came back.
Okay.
Shouts out to T-Rex, Chi-Town, Cook County. You know what I'm saying? I'm with you. And you went in there and beat his ass like Southside, fam. Came with the jab, straight grab into the clinch, knee.
Hey, Brendan Marat, I guess, took this on pretty short notice. He was a replacement, I think, on like 4 days or something like that, or like a week tops. But this is a lot of times when you're the replacement fighter, you're replacing to lose in most cases, especially short notice and against a named opponent like that. Like Terrence McKinney's got some little bit of clout behind his name just because of some of the shit
he's got 5 of the fastest knockouts in the division, fam. Like, you know what I'm
Hopefully
saying?
Murat had a good manager.
Couple things with this. One, when he hit him with the knee, he knocked him out standing, and he came back out of it when he hit the ground.
Yep.
Which I have rarely seen, fam. You know what I'm saying? I said the other thing was once the fight was done and Bisping's interview him, he was like, "You great knockout. You know what was you trying to implement during that? Like, what was your coaches saying?" And he was like, "Well, my coaches wanted me to take it slow." He was like, "Which I was cool with that. My thing is, I just wanted to get in there and strike first and like set the pace." You know what I'm saying? He was like, and that's all I was trying to do. Ended up getting the shot. I said, "Oh, okay, let's finish it."
Yeah,
like,
no,
you know what I'm saying? Like,
and if that was his game plan, if he just throwing some feelers out there and he was planning on just kind of taking it slow, but hey, let's throw a couple out, and then he caught him. Like good instinct to go in and follow up though. Like,
yeah, for sure. That's kind of how I felt with when Derek Lewis did that tiger knee, fam. He was like, because at that point, remember, like, not that he didn't give a fuck, but it was kind of make or break for him with that fight. You know what I'm saying? So he's like, I'm gonna go out here, throw some shit. If it lands, cool. If not, whatever. And yeah, he tiger kneed the shit out of Buddy. And then he suffered from his balls was hot. I said that was the best shit that came out of that. Like, you really parlayed that shit into a sponsorship. But no, nice job on that one. And then Tainara Lisbo, excuse me.
Yeah, no, this is the fight. He's like, I came in at the end and now I'm watching a Lisbo fight. I mean Lisbo.
Yeah. And then Javina Oliveira, who looked like Ashley from Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, but Brazil.
Shut up, bro, but Brazilian.
She do. I was like, wait a minute. She don't look Brazilian black. She looked like Crenshaw black. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
But no, this one was kind of funny because this one went to a decision, but they was both known for their more so like their stand up, like Muay Thai and kickboxing, and like, so we thought we was getting a treat. But Lisboa, her last dub actually was via submission. She was kind of getting pieced up and felt a little bit, and I think either got taken down or had to engage in some ground game and ended up getting a sub. But I think didn't want anything to do with the stand-up of what Oliveira had been known for anyways, because she initiated, just basically takedowns and ground control the whole time. Not saying she wasn't trying to cinch up some stuff, but it just wasn't happening. But the thing that had me laughing is this whole fight, like, Lisbo clearly won this fight, like, on the feet, on the ground, like, just all around was a better fighter than Oliveira. But then Oliveira waited until like the final 10 seconds to start getting rowdy and talking to her when she was throwing. I'm like, why? Like, if you was gonna do it, you should have been doing that shit from the start, but you just got like pieced up for 15 minutes. You got like on your way out. Like, what? Come get some. She done got the whole thing, this whole fight. Like,
you are.
But yeah, unanimous decision win for Lisboa. It wasn't like, again, wasn't anything crazy, but it was an okay fight. I enjoyed that fight and some of the groundwork. I feel like I'm one of them old heads though too, because I do enjoy a good fight on the ground, like especially if they're trying to advance and lock in subs and just it's
switch position, you bitch.
Yep. Like especially like we haven't even talked on it, and I'm gonna wait because I know we really gonna get into this one. But We'll talk real quick about Elkins and Brown. This is actually the I had a 7-leg parlay that I had built for this fight, and it turned into a 6-leg parlay because the Shirez Lacerda fight that was a rematch got canceled. I don't know what happened. I didn't really look into it, but it didn't happen.
Word.
So that part of my parlay got voided, but FanDuel does something nice. Really, when a fight gets canceled that way and you built a parlay, it just redoes the odds as if you didn't have that fight on your parlay, so it didn't void everything out. But if I wanted to cash out, it was gonna make me like it was only trying to give me like $1.25 of my little $3 parlay bet, but I got like 3 or 4 wins into it and actually had like I could have cashed out like $6 or $7, but I didn't. And then Brown fought Elkins, and Elkins did what the damage does and actually didn't take any damage that first round, wasn't bleeding. The commentators couldn't believe it that after 5 minutes, that Darren Elkins wasn't bleeding. It came at like 7 minutes. Don't worry, it happened. But he out wrestled, outstruck, outdid Brown in every aspect, got himself a nice little decision. And Brown knew going into that fight, he said, like if I'm going to start going in the right direction, like Elkins, this is somebody I need to beat. These are the kinds of guys I need to be getting victories over. This is a guy that's kind of probably past his prime, and I'm on the come up, so I need to be beating him. And he didn't get it done.
And according to Elkins, he's not.
So. No. He said he's just getting started. We got him, and I guess Tony Ferguson. They're both just getting started. And I'm this is gonna sound crazy, a hot take, especially because he's on a 6-fight losing streak. But Tony might not be wrong. He might not be done. He just again needed to reassess and maybe take a step down in some of the level of competition. It was just too elite. And I say this especially now because of that Bobby Green fight with Grant Dawson.
Yeah,
Grant Dawson was a major up and coming prospect. Like I think he had stumbled, took an L or something, but was kind of on the come up. Sounded like he had righted his wrongs. And Bobby Green made light work of it. But for Bobby Green to make light work of that, but to literally have to fight, he had to fight Tony Ferguson for 14 minutes and 50 seconds to get that sub.
Yeah.
So, and does Ferguson look the same as what we saw prime Ferguson look like? I think he doesn't look the same, but does that mean he's done? I don't know. Who am I to say? I'm not the one fighting. I'm not the one going out there and risking it. And then as long as he wants to, who am I to tell him no? Who's anybody to tell him no, really?
The Athletic Commission.
I mean, yeah, but you are
in the Athletic Commission.
But yeah, I guess you got me there, damn it.
Hate.
Some people need to be told when it's time to stop.
Yeah.
But I've seen people go out worse. Like, does Ferguson look like he was at the level Liddell was at when he had to hang it up? No. But I don't want to see Ferguson get to the level to where he's getting slept as easy as Liddell was there in the end.
Or worse, you could be Tito Ortiz in Medea movies.
Is that a thing?
He's in Medea movies?
He's in Boo 2, a Medea Halloween.
Oh,
I did not know that. That's crazy.
He might be in the first one. I don't know. I don't remember seeing the first one. I got to watch it actually now.
Man, I did not know that. That's kind of funny. Hey, get it how you live though, Tito.
Yeah, watch Boo 2, fam.
So the Yoder and the Cody fight though to start the night off, it was okay. The Cody actually looked pretty good as far as the stand-up went. I guess Yoder had also been off for a couple years.
Yeah.
And so she was that. Oh no, it was a unanimous decision for Dakota, and I thought she looked decent.
I feel like I went to school with Ashley Yoder, fam.
What makes you say that?
She just got one of them faces and personalities.
It's like, oh, I had biography. I had
Like she wasn't like
a blank canvas you could just apply over anything.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is like she wasn't like a cheerleader or nothing. Like, but she was always cool with everybody. But you perceived her to be a bitch because she was like kind of fly back then.
Gotcha. Yeah. Hell yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then she just got with that wrong one. He beat her ass. She went to MMA class, and the rest is history, fam.
God.
Speaking of athletic commission, they need to think about her. She's fucking 8 and 9.
Yep. You're not wrong. Also last night, Michel Pereira made his middleweight debut against Andre Petroski. I think he's a tough season winner, isn't he?
Yeah.
He and I knew right away. Like I just
bodied his ass.
I personally don't have a lot of stock or faith in Petroski, just especially after the unanimous decision against Mearshart.
Mm-hmm.
So again, the only reason I know who Mearshart is because that's the dude that Khamzat one punch slept.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only reason I know Mearshart's name. Like, and I'm not trying to be hateful. I'm not trying to throw shade. That's just facts. It's the only reason I know who that is because of that press conference about how he's talking. There's levels and this and that, and Khamzat's just like, okay, and watch and popped him. And that it was again. It's one of the reasons why he's one of the reasons why Khamzat was able to get to Burns with only taking like 5 significant strikes in his career up to that point because he didn't get hit by dude once.
Mm-hmm.
But Pereira made his middleweight debut against Andre Petroski, who took Mearshart to a decision. Mearshart actually looked okay against him, which I thought, like, again, I'd never seen anything in Mearshart like that. But Pereira made light work, 1:06, and got himself a nice little KO, nice little welcome to the middleweight division. And this, I think, is going to serve him right because he was at welterweight was missing weight a lot, and so yeah, middleweight is his division. He looked big too at middleweight, which I was like, damn, I didn't think he was going to look that big. But I guess like if your last name is Pereira and you're in the UFC, you just got to look big for your weight class, no matter what weight class you're in.
That's it.
And that was actually a performance of the night for Pereira. It was only 1 of 2. And the next fight, it was the Jonathan Martinez and Adrian Yanez. Man, so, when are these fighters going to learn about them leg kicks and checking leg kicks and checking fucking leg kicks? And
he learned last night.
Check the fucking leg kicks. Because if you don't, you're not going to be able to stand and you're not going to be able to fight. And this is actually Jonathan Martinez has back-to-back KO wins or TKO wins from leg kicks.
Mm-hmm.
So take note. And you know what? Another thing I love about this, he got a performance of the night bonus for it. But you know what this motherfucker did? He's ranked 13th in the division at bantamweight. And you know who he called out?
Who?
Merab. I fucking love it. I love the confidence. This dude is on like a crazy, I think it's like an 8 or 9 fight win streak now at this point. And Merab is on a crazy win streak. I know they
so they'll kick the shit out of his legs.
Yeah, no, and they just booked Merab and Cejudo for I think for January.
Ooh, I like that.
I like it too. This was one of the fights I said needed to happen when I knew that Merab wasn't going to be fighting O'Malley. Like, you want to stay in the talk for a belt, you need to stay in competition. You can't just wait for your shot, and especially, like, I don't know. I think Aljo threw a wrench and all of that because Aljo was the one talking about was moving up, win or loss, and then lost. It was like, nope, I'm going to stick around. So I knew right then and there, it's like, okay, Merab, you're not getting a title shot anytime soon if Aljo's sticking in the division.
So they running back Aljo and O'Malley?
No, they've got Aljo, or no, they've got O'Malley and Cheeto booked for I think January as well.
Word.
and they'll probably run that. And my guess is maybe Aljo gets a crack at the winner of that. I don't know if they're basically letting O'Malley fight Cheeto though before anything else.
Because that's all he got left.
Well, that's what they got, and I think that's what the people want, and I'll give the UFC credit. Like what, Cheeto's ranked number 6 or something like that.
Yeah.
And he's got a win over Sean.
And he's got a win over Sean. See that right there. That's why you can let this happen, and this is something the fans want to see. Like, would the fans tune in to see O'Malley versus Merab? Yes, but like, would the hype behind it be the same? No.
That's the main matchup I want to see because I think Cheeto's win was a fluke, and I'm a Cheeto fan.
You think it was a fluke?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Did you see it?
I mean, to an extent, but I mean, it was a leg kick that deaded that leg.
I'm not convinced.
We'll see.
Yep.
And
exactly.
you might
That's
be right because, like, for as good as Cheeto's been, there's been like that Sandhagen fight was garbage.
Yeah.
On Cheeto's part, and maybe Sandhagen was just that guy that night, like, and he couldn't be touched. But like, Cheeto is a notorious slow starter, and especially with the gain of wealth and experience that O'Malley has gotten since then too, and the level of competition that O'Malley has fought compared to the level of competition that Cheeto's fought, you might have a point, Paul, because O'Malley's definitely a different fighter. Man. Cheeto's a different fighter, and not saying he's not better than what he was, but I think the level of progression, I think O'Malley might have evolved further at this point than Cheeto has.
I don't know. The only people that Sean has fought that aren't bums is Peter Yan and Aljamain.
But that's been his last 2 fights.
That's true. But Cheeto fought Dominic Cruz, Rob Font, Frankie Edgar, Jose Aldo, Sean O'Malley. I don't know. I feel like his wins are a little better, but maybe not.
But again, his last level of competition was Pedro,
right?
And Sean's last level of competition was arguably one of the best bantamweights.
Yeah, if you're talking about the last one, then yeah.
Even the last 2.
Okay, yeah, but beyond the last 2, it's all Cheeto. Like the last 5 is Cheeto, but the last 2, yeah, is Sean. You know what fight? And I think it's the only fight now. Or no. The co-main event: Jennifer Maia and Viviane Araujo. Man, she Brown was the one who busted my parlay, but if he wouldn't have busted it, Maia definitely dropped it for me because Viviane just brought it to her and shocked people. Like it I don't think anybody, at least, like, and the odds weren't even super crazy. It's not like Viviane was crazy, a crazy big underdog, but Maia had been looking really good up to that point in her last few fights. And so for it to go the way that it did, I was surprised. That would have blew my parlay anyways. So, yeah. And I know, did any of us? Oh, I guess Paul was the only one who hit on our parlay last night, huh?
Yeah.
It was an easy one, too.
He said
T-Rex. T-Rex made it easy.
Yeah. So, but we haven't talked about this one yet, have we?
Which one?
The one that, like, I think was like one of the biggest bullshit fights of the night. Like, this fight shouldn't have even probably happened to begin with. And somebody need to tell Christian Rodriguez how to diet.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that messed me up. I'm a believer in that.
Bro, the crazy thing is Rodriguez didn't even get 30% of his purse because he agreed to make it a catch weight.
Wait, what?
Yeah, he didn't technically miss weight because it's a catch weight fight at 140 pounds.
They have it on the card on the website on the UFC fight as a bantamweight bout. It doesn't say nothing about catch weight there.
Okay, my bad on Sure
And
Dog.
they said on the program that he missed weight.
Okay.
By 4 pounds.
Okay, good. I guess they just mark it down on Sure Dog as whatever the closest weight is.
And there's a couple of things that I noticed during this fight, and I noticed it prior to this fight, but during this fight, Bisping and Dominic Cruz were both pissed off at Christian Rodriguez, and they didn't hide it. They said, "No, this is unprofessional as fuck. There's no excuse. Like if you're over by a pound, okay, I can respect that more than 4, because if you're weighing in at 140 and the cutoff is 136, that tells me that you didn't even try them last 4 pounds. You didn't even make an effort to get down, which means that you didn't hurt, you didn't put yourself through the same shit that your fucking competitor, your challenger, your opponent had to do to fulfill his end of the agreement." But
yeah, I
this
was
is
wrong.
the second time now that Christian Rodriguez has missed weight bad. And it's been both times against undefeated opponents. I feel like, and I could be wrong in this, like, correct me if I'm wrong, Christian. Like, get them Twitter fingers ready. If we're wrong here, please tell me. But I think that you did this as a strategy. You were willing to sacrifice 30% of your purse to get wins over these undefeated, bigger named fighters.
I just want to go on record that I don't think that. It's not all of us.
That's what I think.
Yeah,
think it would be one thing to miss weight, and then a fight or two you're on, and then you miss weight again. But no, back to back. Either that or you just have no fucking discipline.
Back to back and against undefeated fighters. You know what I'm saying?
Hype train.
Right. So, like, you could say that, weight doesn't make a difference, but then if that's the case, why the fuck do we even have weight classes?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So because we have weight classes, it is what it is. Like, I'm not even mad that dude missed weight. I'm mad at, like, and so I thought personally it was like matchmaking. Like, yo, so the first time it happened was against Raul Rosas Jr. back in March. You know what I'm saying? And it was basically like, all right, let's fucking slow this kid down because he's coming up too quick. You know what I'm saying? And we'll put him against this dude who probably was a good matchup for him, right? But then it's like, oh, well, he came in overweight, and like it kind of helped him in that fight because he was going against a wrestler.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Or somebody that was trying to go to the ground and
right. You know what I'm saying? He did have strikes as well, in which at the time Rosas wasn't doing that. But needless to say, like, oh, okay, I'll just take 30% of my purse and I'll go in there and give this dude an L or whatever. Mm-hmm. And then even with that, it's like, all right, fine, cool. It happens, right? This fight comes up and it's the same dude, and it's like, oh, okay. And he getting ready to go against another undefeated dude. The first thing that comes out, oh, apparently he missed weight again. Then why are y'all letting this nigga fight?
Yep.
Because then, like, now what you're saying is, like, it's cool. You can miss weight and we'll just take the money. But is that really a deterrent to a motherfucker that don't care about money?
Yep.
No.
No,
you
exactly.
know what I'm saying?
And
even further than that, are you gonna let this motherfucker are you gonna let him miss weight every fight until he gets ranked or a title shot and then fight for a title and miss weight?
I doubt they would let it go that far, but
and then my final thing is, if a motherfucker miss weight and you bet on the fight, all bets should be voided. Period. Like, that's not a fair fight now. Like, you know what I'm saying? And or change the odds in such a favor to where it's like, okay, if the nigga who missed weight wins, you really don't get shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, and I agree there, especially, and it would have to be a stipulation, like if you placed a bet after knowing or after it was announced that he missed weight, okay, you know when you agree. But yeah, if you place a bet prior, You should have the option to void out.
Word up.
Another thing that pissed me off about this time of him missing weight too is that this was a close fucking fight. This was back and forth
with missing weight.
And Simon made that a fight. And so that tells me, like right there, that tells me if he would have had to have gone through the process of cutting that and the pain of cutting that extra weight, he would have lost that fight. Simon would have won. Simon would have been the fresher fighter. Rodriguez would have faded because Rodriguez already was fading anyways.
Yeah.
And he was the heavier fighter.
Yeah.
It's very unprofessional and again
it makes it feel rigged.
Well, that and he's also coming from a camp with a coach in Duke Rufus, which anybody who knows the fight game and has been along long enough, you know who the fuck Duke Rufus is. They are professional as fuck over there.
Yeah.
So yeah, that you could be onto something of the fact that that this could be his way. It could be his way too. Again, having these accolades over these undefeated hype trains. When again, a couple of years from now, people are gonna forget. Oh, he missed weight unless he gets brought up. And what they need to start doing is you missed weight the first time, 30%. You missed weight the second time, 50%. You missed weight the third time, 75%. You want to keep missing weight. They just need to keep taking it. And again, it might not deter the people that don't need the money.
But what I'm saying is you miss weight the first time, 30. Miss weight again, I'm not paying you. Or like, I can't say I won't pay you because you got training camps and shit. But yeah, maybe like 50 or 60. Third time, you're moving up.
Yep. Or you're no longer allowed to fight at this weight.
Like you need 2 or 3 at above you. And then if you want to start trying to come back down, you can get that option.
Yep. No, I agree there. There should be limits on how many times you can miss weight in a weight class before that you no longer have that option to fight at that weight class.
Right.
There probably is.
That
it's not like official.
What's that?
And I would even say, because I feel like even 30% ain't enough.
There already kind of is, because he made Paulo Costa move because he kept missing weight.
Yeah, but they made him move, but just to get re-signed and back at the same weight class that he's been missing at. They threatened it until he got his new contract, and then they put him right back at middleweight. And
That's true. Yeah, that's because he gets money, though.
It's because he puts asses in the seats. He's got a name about him.
Yeah, that'll always be prioritized over anything.
But Christian Rodriguez, ain't nobody want to see a bantamweight fight at 140,
right?
Like you're
I just don't
already
want to see
twice. You already coming in saying like, "Oh, I have to be heavier to be," you know what I'm saying?
No, you should. Yeah, you should be fighting at featherweight for real. Like, and again, it would be one thing if you're like 136.5 or 137. I would be more. Yeah, I would be more lenient.
You don't want to fight at featherweight because you know who you got to see at featherweight, and I ain't even talking the great nigga. That nigga couldn't even see Rodriguez. Yair, fam. He couldn't see Taporia.
He couldn't see Arnold Allen. He couldn't see
Come on, man. Come on, dog. So, like, what are we doing?
What are we doing?
I said because I believe in Simon more than I do DDP. And I ain't talking Diamond Dallas.
Oh, no, I know who you talking.
You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about the real South African. I am the captain now.
I might be South African, but I'm not your boy. I'm not your brother.
Not your brother. Yeah. I ain't your buddy, pal.
No. Dude, that was the South African version of Terrence and Phillip, wasn't it?
Yeah. That whole scene, people don't understand. That whole scene was fucking golden, nigga. Like, that's some of that and the Undertaker walkout in UFC.
Well, dude, no, they're saying that though was the beginning of Izzy's downfall. Was that moment? Like the MMA community has been shitting on Izzy lately, and that's one thing.
I hate the MMA community. I hate all of them.
No, bro, like that's the one thing I don't like about this sport is how quick people will turn on a fighter over a loss.
I'm going to go further than that to say I don't really like any online community.
Period. Yeah, I don't
Like
like any
online. I said, I feel like maybe I don't really be on social media commenting and shit like that. I said, but definitely the game community, nigga.
But
Y'all could be playing Mario, and a nigga will talk shit about you and your mom because you didn't get the mushroom right, and it's like, bro, I
I
don't
see a
even know how to
post.
play this shit like that.
Somebody said when they're online gaming and they're getting shit on, or somebody's talking shit, he just says, "Oh no, this is the only game I play because this is the game I played with my mom before she died." And he said people either leave him alone or they start making fun of his mom, which is even funnier because she wasn't real. So it was okay to him either way. Like I was like, damn.
Right.
Man, no, but it's the truth that's any online community is that way. But like with sports in general too, when you're not winning, fans get harsh. I'm a Green Bay Packers fan right now, and things have not been going good there. And I've been screaming at my TV. I've been more mad at the coaching than anything. But
Chicago ain't doing shit either, man. You know?
But yeah, it's one of them things. Like especially the MMA community in particular. When you're winning, you're the best. Like again, look at Connor when he was champ. He was untouchable and this and that, and now he's the
Michael Chandler.
laughing stock of the community because and I get it, but like this is kind of justified in this case just because you stepped away from the sport for as long as you did, and this last 2 years it's because you was healing. I get that, but like he was going on. What did he say? He was telling Izzy was talking about how he's probably taking a little bit of a break. He's stepping away for a bit, kind of
right
reset, and he's earned it.
Scared.
Connor tweeted. Connor tweeted. He said, "Good for you. Get some rest." He said, "Really?" He basically told him to like start sparring with some boxing gloves. He's like, start doing some rounds in and out with some 12-ounce gloves, and you'll be able to beat Strickland with your hand behind your back. But to end his tweet, he also says, but Volk can't even hold my spit bucket. I said, bro, you are going after the wrong one.
Will kick your other leg.
First of all, I don't think Connor's ever going to make 145 again in his career. I don't think it's possible at this point.
Dog,
second of all,
Volk
even if they met at 155, Volk's walking him.
And he'll still be at 145.
Yeah, no, he can fight him 155 at 145 and still walk. Yeah, you're absolutely right.
Volk is the Kobe of UFC right now. You can't talk shit about this nigga, or I will unfriend you, fam. Like I will drive past your house and shoot at it, fam.
Hell yeah.
Because can't nobody talk shit about this nigga. Because it's all speculation at this point.
Well, bro, but and he is that dude. Again, I said this a few days ago when we was running pod. You wasn't on for this, so I'm gonna repeat it because we got Abu Dhabi next Saturday, and holy shit, am I ready for this? We had them fights switch around. Obviously, Oliveira was out, Volkanovski in, and I told Paul our last pod that I think Volk gonna shock the world. I think not only does he win, I think he stops Makhachev. I think he gets it by TKO.
I wish there was an app where you could peer-to-peer, like direct one-to-one bet with people.
He said, "No, what you got on this?"
Y'all think he's keeping them, Paul?
No.
He said no.
I maybe it's the way he approaches it. Because Volk's even on record saying he doesn't want to test his own gas tank in this fight. He hasn't had a ton of time to prep, so he'd rather end it quicker, he said.
He might.
Man, this nigga's the closest version of Goku that we got.
I just think that I don't think Volk could beat Khabib, and I think Islam is better than Khabib.
I think Volk could.
I don't think old Volk could beat Khabib. I think if you put prime Volk and prime Khabib together, Khabib doesn't come out of that. And I agree that Islam is better than Khabib.
Well, Khabib's father agreed that Islam was better than Khabib, or was going to be
Khabib has
better.
more 10-8 rounds than any combat athlete ever in the history of any fighting sport.
Okay, but he doesn't have a 10-8 round against Volkanovski, though.
That's true. I'm just saying. It's just crazy. It's a cool stat.
What is he? 24-2.
Who?
No, he's got a loss, I think. I think just
Oh,
one.
Just Islam?
Yeah, he's 24-1.
okay. That's crazy.
Only 4 wins by KO though,
Yeah.
and 11 by sub.
And the
Who?
rest by decision.
Islam?
Yeah.
Oh, Islam.
I was gonna say, yeah, it says Volk has 2.
Has what? 2 what?
2
Lost.
losses.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he lost to some no name at like the beginning
Like
of his
in the
career,
beginning of his career, yeah.
and then
Yeah,
went on a 23 fight or 22 fight win streak.
Yeah, what an animal.
Dude, they're both animals. I respect the fuck out of both of them. I don't want to seem like I'm an Islam hater because I respect the talent. I think really what it is it's like Volkanovski, even though he could go point win, he makes the shit entertaining. Like there's been some Islam fights, it was not the most entertaining. And that's again, I think when you're looking at pound for pound rankings too, you got to factor in that entertainment value to the entertainment factor. I'm kind of interested to see this trajectory that Bobby Green put himself on, because he's always been an entertainer, but he said, "Hey, watch, I'm getting serious now," like because some people don't respect you until you got a strap. So I'm strapping myself up, and this could be a new scary version of Bobby Green.
Could be.
But no, like this card next weekend is stacked.
All day.
The prelims are looking good, and this is going to be an early card for anybody that want to tune in, like to do stuff after the fights. Well, the prelims start at 9. The main card, I want to say, starts at 1.
It's only 3 fights on the main?
No, there's 5.
Who else is it?
Islam Kamaru Ankalaev versus Walker Aslikarov versus Worley Alves, Said Nurmagomedov versus Goofy ass.
Yeah, but then the main prelim is Tim Elliott versus Muhammad Makayev.
They got Aliskarov and Alves as the main of the prelims.
Yeah, so wait, with that,
what are you looking at?
Aliskarov, wasn't he supposed to fight Imavov, right?
Yeah,
that was canceled.
For what reason?
For some on Imamov's side.
Let me go to UFC roster watch. He's on it.
Y'all think Walker has a chance against Ankalaev?
What? Who against Ankalaev?
Johnny Walker?
Ankalaev and Johnny Walker? No, man.
He said, no, man.
Everybody's got a puncher's chance, but yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, that's true, but no, man.
Realistically, probably not. Yeah.
Because them niggas hard to knock out, too. The stands, fam.
The stand.
Yeah. They hard to go.
Man, no, that whole main card originally before Costa and Oliveira backed out, it was Russia versus Brazil. Like it was a crazy main card. So while we're sitting here, are we parlaying up? Are we grabbing these picks? I feel like we probably had enough time to do some homework or know what fights we're coming to make an educated decision on these ones, right?
Yeah, this one's an easy one.
You said this one's an easy one.
Easy one to make picks on anyway. I'm not going to say easy one to win. Easy one to make picks on for me.
Go ahead, man.
Yeah, well, I'll let you.
I got to pull up all my necessary info.
I'll let you kick it off, Paul.
Oh, good. You guys are going to hate this.
Probably not as much as you.
Hell yeah, dude. Okay, hold up. Where's UFC? Here we go. All right. Fuck. Okay, I lied. This is not going to be easy to make picks on. All right. I just want to make this known that the odds are better on this pick than some of the odds on the picks from last week, so don't hate on me.
Okay.
I'm going to go with Kamaru Usman.
I like it. I like it. I like it.
The ballot is in.
Kamaru.
Money line.
Kamaru money line.
Boom.
Monte.
You up, Breddington?
I'm going with my man's fam. Put me down.
Volkanovski?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I'm glad you picked it because if you didn't, that was going to be my pick. But
our two picks are almost the exact same odds.
Should
on
I test fate and say TKO, fam?
Do it.
No, because I ain't winning my last one, but not.
He said, "No, I ain't trying."
I left a sour taste in my mouth, so I'm gonna just go money line.
Fair enough, man.
All right, to round it up.
Give me the money line on Muhammad Makayev.
Okay.
Ooh. Undefeated.
Yeah, no, this the dude that almost got his leg snapped, though, is his debut fight.
Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, no, I heard a lot about him, like, prior to even making his debut. Like, he's definitely a sought, or one of them guys that's got that hype behind him. Like, he's definitely good at what he does, undefeated. He's a Muslim. He basically works with, I want to say, with Islam and Khabib and all of them too. So
I'd see one to look for in the early prelims if y'all gonna be up at 9.
Oh, I'm gonna be up for it.
Is Mike Breeden and Shul Jubilee. Jubilee's undefeated, and if it's the dude that I remember, he's like, I don't know, he's from, I can't remember if it's like India or something, maybe, but like he's like Indian Sagat, nigga, like just goes in there, yeah. So I'm saying,
so what? So we
getting a strong feeling about it. That's what I'm saying.
So we have it official. It's the Makayev money line, the Usman money line, and the Volkanovski money line, and that is officially your
parlay boys. I saw that our last one got like muted or whatever. I wonder if that.
No, what it is it's getting muted in certain country where Meta doesn't have rights to music.
Oh, okay.
Gotcha.
So
it's some really weird, like I've noticed that even like when I uploaded my own music onto my artist page, it's like, oh, it's muted in regions where Meta doesn't have copyright or like doesn't have the own the right. I don't know. It's some dumb stuff. Because somebody's not getting paid the way somebody else thinks they need to be getting paid.
Right.
So
you can't listen to music here because fuck your country or some bullshit.
Yeah.
Basically. Fucking Metallica.
Basically.
Right? Fucking Lars. Fuck Lars. Napster rules.
Hell no.
That's great.
That's what I tell people that always hate on Spotify and say Spotify's evil for not paying enough. I'm like, if Spotify didn't exist, I would steal your music and you would get nothing. So you should thank them.
You should thank them for your peanuts.
I don't think that stealing music is necessarily bad. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
Like, so what's the worst case scenario? somebody steals it and sells it and makes money off of it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers
know.
got to like the song first or the project.
Right.
So, like, you know what I'm saying? The likelihood of that. So, because of that not happening, what's also happening? Word of mouth. Hey, I got Ludacris's new album. Check it out. Oh shit, didn't know he had that.
Bro,
Let me burn a copy for my aunt and my cousin so they can listen to it.
Majority of the music I started listening to was by word of mouth or by
Right.
like hearsay. It was like, oh, I heard this album was dope. Okay, well, I'm gonna go cop that. Or again, if I've definitely downloaded my share of Napster tunes in my adolescence. But if it was something I loved, I guarantee you that they got their money one way or another from me. I've dropped so much money on merch or this or that for bands that I've supported in groups over the years. Like, you also got to factor in that too, us growing up in the times that we did, what we had the transition from cassettes to CDs, from CDs to MP3s, and best believe, you know how many times I've bought the same like the same CD.
Yeah.
Because the shit got too scratched or got stolen or this.
Right.
Like, nah, y'all have more than gotten your money from me. I promise. And now you get almost $200 from me a year over some streaming shit.
I like it. It's so easy to find music now.
No, the convenience part isn't nice, and especially if you license and got your stuff on the right platforms, you know you're gonna be found. It just there's parts that I miss about.
It's not all good for sure.
Yeah, there's parts I miss. Like I miss the nostalgia, even going to the store and getting the album, bringing it home, and having to just tear it all open and get the plastic piece off. That was
You're missing it on purpose, though. You could still do that.
I know, but I don't. But I miss that, and like the album art and like getting the booklet out and seeing if it had the lyrics in it. Like that was always my favorite when the lyrics was included in. Like,
yeah,
because then there was no guessing. But yeah, no, I'm really fucking excited for next Saturday. This is gonna be a banger. And man, I'm hoping for and new double champ status.
Man, that would be so badass.
I mean, if anybody's earned it and is gonna do it, it would be Volt.
Right. Mm-hmm. I hate how Connor gets fucking so much credit for being the first double champ.
Well, the thing that pissed me off is he didn't defend either one of them.
Right.
He just got him to like look pretty with them and then let him go.
Hell no.
Like it's crazy. But no, on that note, I'm a hop off myself and get myself a little bit of dinner or something going because I'm hungry.
Me too.
It is 4:20, so.
Oh shit! Let's go.
He said, "Let's go."
If we ain't dipping off yet. Then if it's that time, let me grab my equipment. Better hurry up and heat this quick, right?
There it is. Off the heezy for sheezy.
Bro, have you guys seen any? I think I may have talked about this on stream before, but have you guys ever seen that shit they got going on at Peoria Fight Club over there?
No.
I gotta put some shit in the group chat.
All right. I thought the first rule was you don't talk about it.
Well, I mean, they post videos online, so I'm pretty sure they want people to talk about it.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure it's just like unsanctioned fights, and I don't know. We need to go watch it one of these days. It'd be fucking lit.
Oh shit. like Illinois blood sport.
Kinda.
Yeah.
I'm with it.
Oh yeah. All right, boys. Well, thank you everybody for tuning in. I ain't even gonna say what you should do because you can, hit some buttons and do whatever you need to do to make sure you keep in tune with all of us. As always, this is an A1. I hope y'all have a good Sunday. Hope you enjoy the fights, and I hope we have a banging card next Sunday or Saturday that we can talk to y'all about on Sunday. So let's pray to the fighting gods for some blood, mayhem, and carnage.
Yep, and I'm finna go and slay this snow dragon real quick. So holla at your Benoy from Pinoy.
Y'all have a good one.
Peace.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening.